It is another day at Storm Lake High, and the 11 a.m. bell chimes for the start of varsity choir class. Lindsay Rumnell, the choir director, settles the class down as it's time for her latest announcements. Her current news is getting ready for the upcoming Christmas concert and Disney trip. The class listens intensely to what their instructor has to say and what instructions they need to do. After announcements, the choir practice fun begins. Lindsay signals the piano player and walks away as Miss Hinkledye begins to play the choir's warm-up scales. During these exercises, the entire choir bends down to the floor and begins to make funny, loose sounds from their mouths. One may describe it as a purring sound, but somehow more professional as it has a melody to it. When they go up the scale, their upper body rises to the ceiling and they make a transition to singing hee-hees and ha-has. And no, they're not laughing, but just another practice of articulation and diction. They also bring their hands to their cheeks and press to help structure their mouths while singing. Then they move an octave down and do this entire exercise again until the scale ends. After exercises, they move on to their concert music, and Lindsay steps up again to direct. It's only a few short weeks before the Christmas concerts, and they are in desperate need to practice their music. The first song they get out is Esta Noche, a Spanish lullaby. Some of the students, unfamiliar with this language, struggle trying to form the foreign words with their mouths. Then there are some students of the diverse class who can fluently and eloquently sing the words of the song. They continue to work hard on pronouncing the words before they move on. They go to the song Hallelujah Chorus, a song all about volume. The song goes up and down in volume, where each choir member has to be aware of the shape of their mouth. During the soft hallelujahs, their mouths become small as they make some little O's at the end of each hallelujah. Lindsay then makes the movements with her entire arms, acting like a crescendo. This is motioning the choir to get louder and louder as their mouths get wider and wider, almost making their chapped lips bleed in the midst of this cold winter weather. What is the goal of this varsity choir? Lindsay Rumnell explains.
Our goal is always to improve on what we did the year before, or the concert before. And so we've really been working tone quality, and right now I'm really starting to push them into musicianship so that they start to think beyond the notes, words, and rhythms on the page and start to look at how can we make this a memorable performance.
Another way Lindsay has them focusing on doing better during practice is closing their eyes and listening so they can get a whole new perspective on the song and listen to what still needs work. The choir fun continues until suddenly Lindsay cuts them off as the bell rings for the end of the hour. Students file out, their stomachs rumbling for lunch, their ears ringing from the piano and the speakers, and their voices slightly hoarse from all that singing, but they can't wait to do it again tomorrow.